Operation was a success. It was the longest 3 hours of my life, but it was a success.
An emotional Jimmy Kimmel last night talking about the health of his newborn son, Billy, who had to have emergency open heart surgery thanks to the watchful eye of a nurse who noticed something wasn't quite right just hours after he was born. Well, it turns out it was a type of heart defect where part of the valves to the heart are blocked.
Yeah, fortunately, that story has a happy ending. But just how common is this type of heart disease in newborns? News 8's medical reporter Jocelyn Maminta checked it out, and she has a breakdown for us. Jocelyn?
Darren and Ann, it's estimated that 8 out of 1,000 babies are born with a congenital heart defect. Those who are identified early on during pregnancy are closely monitored. While most are detected before birth, some are not, as in the case of Jimmy Kimmel's baby boy.
A tearful Jimmy Kimmel on his ABC late night talk show.
And it's a terrifying thing. You know, my wife is back in the recovery room. She has no idea what's going on.
The comedian sharing heartfelt news in the birth of his son just over a week ago.
Billy was born with a heart disease.
A heart defect not detected until after he was born, but repaired successfully by surgeons.
Gel's gonna be warm, okay?
Isabel Bishop's heart defects were also not diagnosed until after mom delivered her.
About 60% of all early congenital heart disease across the country is captured, and so that's a fair number that are missed during prenatal care.
Every 6 months, Isabel undergoes an echocardiogram in the fetal cardiology department of Connecticut Children's Medical Center. Fetal cardiologist Dr. Alicia Wang says despite advances in technology, not everything is picked up during pregnancy.
We also need to have all the other pieces in place in terms of the timing of the ultrasound, the cooperation of the baby in order to get all of the images, and there are a number that are missed.
Dr. Wang says that's why babies are examined closely after delivery.
The newborn care is absolutely critical. There are things that we do in the newborn nursery, checking oxygen levels. The nurses are critical in terms of assessing the babies, the physical exam on the babies before going home.
Oh, how are you? Good, how are you?
For Isabel and mom,
The echo looks very, very stable.
good news from Dr. Wang.
How is it seeing Dr. Wang today?
Good.
The 7-year-old clearly understands.
She just talks about us, talks about me.
Why these visits are critical.
Because we can get our health better.
A heart now working as it should.
Dr. Wang says while the vast majority of congenital heart disease are not preventable, most heart defects resolve on their own and don't need intervention, but says 25% of babies born with a heart defect do require surgery for survival. Ann?